everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Mana. Today I'm going to share a little wisdom I've learned in my early 20s. If I could sit down with my younger self, these are the 7 pieces of advice I would lovingly offer her. Hopefully some of them resonate with you too. Let's get started. My first advice would be, let yourself do the things that make you excited. I've always loved the idea of trying new things, whether it was learning web design, going to the art school, or just pursuing different passions. The important thing I would tell my younger self is this: it's okay to jump into something without knowing where it will lead. The process is just as valuable as the result. So instead of holding back and waiting for the perfect time, follow your excitement. It's a beautiful way to discover what truly lights you up. Number 2, actually get to know yourself. One of the most loving things I've done for myself over the years is taking the time to understand myself. It's not just about what you like or what your favorite things are. It's about deeply understanding what makes you feel alive, what aligns with your value, or even the little things like what makes you feel confident. Getting to know yourself is a lifelong journey, but the earlier you start, the more in tune you'll be with what truly brings you happiness. Number 3, find your favorite exercise. Taking care of my body consistently has always been a little challenging for me, especially in my early 20s, because I didn't know what kind of exercise I actually liked. I tried a lot of different workouts over the years, but I struggled to be consistent with them. I tried to go to the gym a few times, but I never could have been consistent with it longer than 6 months. And then I moved on to the other exercises like hot yoga, tennis, and K-pop dance. They were fun, but I couldn't keep doing them over a year either. I don't think it's bad to try out different things, especially if you don't know what you like yet. You need to first try out and see if that's your thing. And once you do, it becomes so much easier to stay consistent. Like when I started going to Pilates, it became something I actually looked forward to, and consistency naturally followed. Exercise doesn't have to be intense or exhausting. It can be simple, fun, and something that makes you feel good inside and out. And this consistency is what keeps you healthy as you grow older. Number 4, be kinder to yourself. I think one of the most valuable skills I've learned is to be gentle with myself. It's easy to push yourself to improve, but sometimes we push too hard to the extent where it almost gets toxic or is coming from a place of self-hatred. When it comes to self-improvement, or probably anything else, it's important that you do it from a place of love. I used to challenge myself too hard, but as I've grown, I've realized that growth is much more sustainable and fun when it comes from self-compassion. If I could talk to my younger self, I'd remind her to speak kindly to herself, to be her own best friend, because I used to be the worst enemy of myself, and to recognize her own worth without comparison. Number 5, learn to be consistent. Consistency is something I grew into over time, and I'd reassure my younger self that it's not about being perfect, but it's about finding what you love enough to stick with. Being consistent in anything, whether it's a hobby, job, or a passion, is a form of self-respect. It's how you build trust in yourself. And even if it doesn't come naturally right away, you'll find your flow. You'll find the things you love so much that you'll want to keep going no matter what. Number 6, spend time with the people you love. I think this applies to not only people in their 20s, but to any generation. For me, family is a huge part of my heart, and I've always made an effort to spend as much time as possible with them. I'd remind my younger self just how valuable those moments are, especially with my grandparents. Time with them is precious, and I've learned so much through their stories and wisdom. People who you surround yourself with shape who you are, and making time for them is one of the most fulfilling things you can do in life. My last advice would be, don't forget to enjoy your 20s. I would remind my younger self to slow down and really enjoy her 20s. I remember being in a rush in my early 20s. It's a time for exploration, for trying new things, for building the foundation of who you're going to become, and for making memories. There is no rush to have everything figured out. Every experience is part of your story, so Be present, have fun, live fully, and embrace all the changes that come your way. Life is a mix of plans and surprises, and both are worth cherishing. Those are the 7 loving pieces of advice I'd give to my younger self. Let me know in the comments below which one spoke to you the most. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!